Well, yeah, so on that, like the next article and then the one following that is about mountain culture, and then the next article is actually on the big names to watch in craft beer.
With the mic and chatting news on all things beer. Joined by Phil, Dan, and Matt, or anyone else to join the cheer. Hiker Brewing is where we chat, because it's where good beers are at. Support it out.
Alright, mate. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How you doing?
Good. What's today? Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
I hate Tuesdays. It's my Monday,
Yeah,
and it's just like frantic.
yeah.
You know. Anyway, we're getting there.
Yeah, that's my Mondays too, actually.
Yeah.
Mate, episode 33.
2 for 22, 3 for 33.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, nice.
33 is a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Somewhere?
it's a third of a century, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yep. Oh, for sure. By the time we finish this, we'll be...
Yeah, we'll be over a third. Well, I was at 33 and a third, so I was at a third through the next one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
It's
I'll
too
work
hard
it
to
out.
work
It's too hard.
Maybe-
Too much math.
Maybe by topic 3,
Yeah.
we're 33 and
Anyway.
a third.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Let's mention the fabulous sponsors.
Yes, the ever awesome Bintani, Craft Marks Canning, Convoy Kegs, Railings Labels and Stickers, and of course...
Hiker Brewing Concerns.
That's right, indeed.
Yeah. What's been happening?
Mate, so we've got our chat with Amber Hour coming out this Sunday rather,
Yeah.
2:30. I don't know why we picked 2:30 on a Sunday, but
Yeah.
that's when it comes out.
Okay.
Probably because that's when we had our live
the
launch event
launch event over at the
at
Marika
Marika Club. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
that's what it was from. I don't know.
Yeah.
Had too much cloudscapes.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the time was. But yeah, so that launches on Sunday, and then yesterday we were actually in here, Joel and I, with a change of shirt and a hat, and we filmed 2 episodes, our end of year wrap up
Oh, nice.
episode where we talk about what went on this year, what we enjoyed, what we want to do next year, that sort of stuff,
Okay.
and our awards. So all the awards have been done, and Joel's madly creating certificates as we speak.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I must have just missed you. I came up for a beer this afternoon.
Oh yeah,
After I went for a hike.
it would have been about 2:15, 2:30ish.
No, I probably got here about 4. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we had to go and pick up Cade.
I went on a long hike this morning, in the morning, and then ummed and ahed and had a sleep, and
Went on another one.
I just had a sleep, and then thought, oh, what do I do now? Oh no, I'm just going to go to my local.
Yeah.
I was trying to be good. And then I went,
Yeah.
I hate sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I went, okay, I've done the washing. Oops. Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Wait.
No, all good.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah,
cool.
I don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
So, and then came for a beer.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
Just checked out what guy was doing with the mural out in the beer garden.
Oh,
So
I didn't even look today. Has he done some more painting?
he did some more yesterday.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yep.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Mate, so after we wrapped up last week, a couple of news items came out that were quite interesting. Sober selling their kit and closing their tap room down and just going to go back to a contract model.
Not surprising.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
they spent a lot on that kit because they got a ton
How
of
much?
pasteurizer.
How much do they raise equity crowdfunding wise?
I'm not sure.
It's
I'd
another
say
one
in the
where it's
article,
like,
but it's-
I don't know. I just think I don't know. I got all respect to Sober, but I really think it missed the mark.
Yeah.
On a few things.
50 hec brew kit.
It's too big.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
That's what it says in there. I was listening to the Boss and the Brewer with Hendo and Dan, and they were saying Hendo said it's not that big. It's only a 25.
Oh, maybe they just got double fermenters.
Yeah.
Just do double batches into a 50 hec fermenter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of non-alc
Yeah, so it says they raised $1 million
Yeah.
in their equity account for crowdfunding
Yeah. So
in 2021. So
interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I don't know. Like, who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy the equipment?
yeah, I'm not sure who's going to buy the equipment. There's obviously a lot of stainless on the market at the moment, but you know, Matty Wolf managed to sell all the stuff from the Brew Baron Beer Co. In a reasonable time frame. Get it all shipped down to Sydney.
Yeah. But
So-
that was a 10 hack system. Anyway, like, that's the model moving forward. 10 hack.
Yeah.
Is, 10, maybe 15 at a pinch, but like, and getting above that, unless you're like selling
Unless you're a monster selling a lot of
wholesale, you're going to have, you have a look at, I suppose, you look at, what's a good example in Brisbane that's got too big a thing? Soapbox, right?
Helios.
Yeah. They got too big a system. Like sitting on beer gets too old.
Yeah.
But that was back in the, they set up their businesses in the in the gold
you were
rush.
always told, set
the
up
gold
your
rush.
business so you don't have to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
when you need to.
And like that's what we were really paranoid because like we had to cut the number of fermenters we were getting.
Yeah.
Because of the shipping costs out of China. So we actually, we were gonna have like a couple of 20 hacks and like this, that, and the other, and we had to like scale down to 5, 10 hacks.
Yeah.
And like thankfully, it was we actually, by more luck than choice, actually, like we have a few like capacity pains.
Yeah,
but
and ideally another one or two would be great, but it's not
yeah,
causing issues
but also
at all.
our repayments for the equipment's less. So it's actually worked out really well.
Yep.
So it was just more. It's just another one of those lucky things that happened with us.
Yeah.
So, but just interesting. But I wish Sabre luck. But but he makes
think
money
the,
out of contract.
I think the tunnel pasteurizer. Like, I wonder if they split up the kit. Some of the
That could
equipment,
be worth a
because
bit.
the tunnel pasteurizer would be worth a bit, but that'd be handy for a lot of people.
Yeah.
As well too. Like if you someone like Heads of Noosa say, and I'm not sure if they've got a pasteurizer, but who predominantly do a lot of lagers, might want something like that helps their kid.
Yeah. No, it's interesting.
Really step up. But
I can't. Yeah. Let's watch this space. But I think one good thing. I think they probably took some of the poor old sales rep who dropped in some cans to me here one day, and he said, "Oh, do you want to sell these?" I said, "Here's the problem. I cracked the can, poured it into a schooner glass, and said, 'What's wrong with that?' He goes, 'Nothing.' And I went, 'Well, it's 355 mil. My glass is the tide's out.' I said, 'Stop eating cheap tights, cheapskates. Actually do 375 so you can actually look like you got a full glass.'
Yep.
So they've actually changed their.
Oh, really?
They changed from 355. I don't know whether it was because of me.
Yeah.
But they moved to 375s. So anyway, it's But that was my big issue. It's like I hate when you pour a glass and it's freaking half empty.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyway,
Well, no one likes
rant over.
an empty glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, and the next article was another one that just came out on
This is
Thursday afternoon.
super weird. I really don't understand this one.
Yeah.
Alice Springs
buys
buys a bloody thing in Port Lincoln or
Port
something?
Lincoln's Beer Garden Brewing.
It's crazy. I don't get it.
What don't you get about it?
Well, where's the efficiencies in that?
Well, does he need efficiencies? I know the brewery out at Alice Springs apparently goes pretty well. It's
but
pretty busy.
It's all tourist driven, isn't it?
Yeah, but then if you've got like this Port Lincoln one doing well, then he'll be able to do 2 beers, like more beer, so more range across.
Will he?
I don't know that he'll be shipping beer back and forth,
Fucking
He'll
no
be-
way in the wide world. Was it 17 hours
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
between the two?
but you'd be brewing those beers and saying this is what's available.
Yeah, I don't know. I just is it? Yeah, I dare say he's not going to rebrand it as Alice Springs Brewing down at Port Lincoln. That would not make sense, would it? So
No, well, I mean that's what he does say. Like his the beer garden business hours, like the busiest months occur over summer, and Alice's peak tourist season comes in the middle of the
there's
year.
definitely
so
an
there's
opposite thing, but it's not like you can like move staff between the two venues.
No.
I don't think that's practical.
No.
I just don't. I don't know. It may normalise his cash flow, like between the both businesses. Like so like you've got a constant cash flow throughout the year. That's the only thing. But I just think trying to manage two different businesses like so far apart.
Oh, it's a very long way.
It's just like it's not like you can like here. Like that's
If
the main
something
like
happens, you can't just drive out.
I 15 minutes and I'm at East Brisbane.
Yeah.
So anyway, good luck to him. Like I think it's the model is having multiple venues, but like it's a long way.
It's a long way to have multiple venues.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish him luck.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Obviously, they must have deep pockets. Like,
Yeah, well, maybe the Alice Springs one's doing so well.
but
I mean, it
but
obviously
even the
is.
costs of like getting raw mats to those locations to brew.
Yeah.
It's just like it'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
Hey.
Yeah, he'd be buying in bulk.
Oh, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just I just think about that. Like anyway,
Yeah,
it's
different.
yeah, obviously they're doing well. So
Mm.
we'll watch it, see if they go into VA in the next year.
Oh dear.
Oh, anyway.
Speaking of VA, did you see Outrageous went into VA
Yeah.
a few weeks ago? And I was wondering, I was talking to someone, I can't remember who it was, but they went into VA, and I thought, I wonder who's still got their stock there. Can't get it out. Because it's not a brewery. Like you're trying to run your business, you got all your stock tied up in a
It's
third party that's sitting there, and you trying to sell orders, and nothing's moving out.
well, it depends. Like if they're in VA, they're still operational, aren't they? Surely.
Well, not they were, but not what I heard. Stock wasn't coming out or being delivered.
Okay, interesting. Anyway, that's but that's the supplier who's probably been partly impacted by other VAs. So it's not
I think
surprising.
too. I think it was also
Their
market
business model.
competition.
Yeah, their business models. They've lost a lot.
Yeah, well, Modus, when they came up here, I think a lot of breweries jumped over to them. So yeah, it wouldn't have been an easy impact. So yeah, I must say, Joel's on the quiet. Joel's pretty happy. We did an interview at Outrageous and had a film and everything, and they wouldn't let us show it for some reason.
Okay.
This was over a year ago now, the last minute they pulled it, so we didn't have an interview go up for that weekend. The first time it's ever happened, even though they'd already pre-approved it. And when I told Joel that they were in VA, he was like, "Oh, well, it's probably because they didn't let us do the interview."
Yeah.
Funny Joel, he won't let go of things, so that.
No, he doesn't, does he?
No.
What about Pat Cummins?
Yeah, so I couldn't read the entire article because it's behind a paywall. But he's invested and become the first external investor in mountain culture.
Oh, really? How many investors they've got? They must have a few.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think...
No, I got the whole... Oh, no.
No, yeah, you see it all for about 5 seconds and then it disappears. So,
okay.
I can't read it all, so I don't know. But I just thought it was a good one to bring up.
Yeah, okay. More celebrities like jumping on the bandwagon.
Well, yeah, so on that, like the next article and then the one following that is about mountain culture, and then the next article is actually on the big names to watch in craft beer. So this is the Australian Financial Review article.
Is Hiker mentioned?
No. No. Fortunately not.
Yeah, like that Drink West, that's all like UFC fighters or something, isn't it?
Yep.
And also, what's his name? Nathan Cleary.
Nathan Cleary. Yeah.
But that Irontown or whatever it was, the one from Newcastle, where the Johns boys. Yeah. But that's closed down now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, Brick Lane, which has Mick Malloy, Eddie Maguire, those guys. You know, there's a lot of people, I think, that they're stepping into the businesses that they think they can see a return on investment on rather quickly, and that aren't doing too bad.
I think the one that excites me about all of those is there's a few, whatever, better beer, blah blah blah. But like Moondog, I think their model's really cool at the moment.
Yep. Yeah, I do too. I really like Moondog stuff.
I think, yeah, and they're just like opening more venues. They got opening another venue at Marvel Stadium, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
So that's great location.
Yeah, perfect.
So what's for the hiker bar at the new Olympic Stadium?
Oh, here we go. You said it now. You're going to definitely need those fermenters.
I don't think. Anyway, let's see where they're going to do it.
Yeah. The thing with
they
Moondog...
They won't be able to fit it at the Gabba.
Oh, man, the thing with Moondog that I love, though, is the fit-outs and what they do with the venue. Like, they really make the venue a must-go.
Yeah, exactly. They're a tourist destination.
Yeah.
You know, so
just to say you've been there.
I'm really jealous. You know, I wish I had the cash to do that.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, it'd be handy, wouldn't it?
But it's all money. But we're getting a beer garden. Come on.
100%, mate. Yeah, I'm
Bit by
stoked
bit.
with that. Yeah, it's all the little bits, mate. That all adds up for sure.
And that's really just a hiking trail. You know, that's our authentic hiking trail out to the beer garden.
Yeah.
Got to hike past the cold room air conditioner.
Have you measured the steps?
Anyway.
Oh dear.
So what's the next one? It's mountain culture.
Yeah, it is, mate. What? It's So where's this damn article that I had? I've lost it.
From Fashion the Frothy.
There it is. Yep. So this is Harriet McCready, who is DJ's wife.
Yeah.
She used to be the editor of some big magazines, like fashion magazines, like Cosmo and things like that.
Yeah, and Dolly.
Yeah, so, I mean, surely they would have paid a pretty penny too.
Yeah, she would have been on a good wicket.
Yeah, and to have that experience, I think, to bring over to the craft beer industry of, telling a story and like reading all of the stuff that she's talking about, like going through how to build a story and engagement and all of that sort of stuff with the beer brand. I think it works. Like, I remember when Mountain Culture first started, and they've just slowly built it up, and they've been, gunning hard. It's not like I don't think they've had it easy. I think they've just sat down, worked it out.
Yeah. It's a great brand and a great thing. That's
because they've got 2 breweries now. They've got the bigger brewery that they built because they just couldn't keep up.
Yep.
And they got the tap room that they're doing with Wildflower in Marrickville. Yeah, you got the
Red
pop up that they've got wherever it is. Yeah, and then they got the pop up in Melbourne that we talked about.
But also, they're taking over Red. Is that the joint venture?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, that's fine. We'll start developing the hiker, storytelling soon.
Yeah, 100%.
We're getting a bot, so we'll be right.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
You heard it here first. We're getting a custom-made bot. Solve all our issues.
Yeah, so I just think it's pretty cool to read about how a brand develops and what they've learnt, because I guess you can have all the experience under the world, but unless you sit down and track it, you're not necessarily going to know what's worked and what hasn't. So a lot of those things, there's a statement in here that she said, which I think is very important for any business starting out, and I know it's something that you do a lot as well. Also advised early business owners to be as lean as possible in operations and spending. And I know that that's something that you are very strict on, and for a reason.
You have to.
You have to, because otherwise you dig yourself a hole.
Yeah.
And you keep thinking, if I buy this, it's going to give me... And people are looking at the result value of something that they're going to invest in, rather than this is what we're going to invest in, and we can afford to invest in it to grow.
Daniel says I'm the biggest tight ass on the planet. But
Daniel's come from some breweries that spent a lot of money.
Yeah. And we just didn't have it, and we just, anything we bought, like the canning machine... we paid cash for that.
Yeah.
We saved the money. We scrimped, didn't pay ourselves a lot, and just scrimped, so we got it. Big ass fan, that. All these little things we've just scrimped and actually, don't overcommit. You know, so it's we're
Do you
finally.
reckon that's what a lot of businesses are doing? They're almost lay-buying their future. They're trying to buy into their future by buying that bigger chunk.
Oh, I think so, and there's definitely times there'll be definitely times where I think now we've got 2 venues, we'll definitely start looking at
More venues.
More venues, or no, but even for us to save say 100,000 to put a shipping container kitchen in at Salisbury.
Yep.
Fuck, that's going to take a long time to actually do that. So
Yep.
that is a potential one where we'll actually go and take out a loan.
Yeah.
But we just got to prove the model at East Brisbane first.
Yep.
And then once it's just your risk exposure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yep.
You just got to weigh it up. And as a new startup, you just you don't know. I still remember doing the original business plan, going, are we going to be able to sell this much beer? And I in the end, I had to walk away and go, I'm just leap of faith. Gut feel.
Yeah.
This is right. I could actually lose all my life savings, but I'm just going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because you can do as many fucking financial models and shit like that until you open your doors.
Yep. Mate, no one could have predicted COVID. No one could have predicted the fall that we've had afterwards.
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
these
We're travelling okay, but we're not. I'm not buying a Ferrari anytime soon.
Mate, there's no permanent trapeze swing in here.
Yeah, so you just got to. But you just got to keep control of the purse strings. So
yeah.
And even I'm freaking out even with our cash flow at the moment doing this beer garden. But as I said in the other pod, we had to do it we had to do the concreting. So we did that. So just hit the go button on it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, stressing about that. But anyway, I bought some festoon lights on Black Friday sale today. Saved over $1,000, so that was good.
Yeah. So just circling back, I think a lot of people can learn a lot from mountain culture and the way they've gone about it. I think that storytelling side of things is a good way to do it, and it's not the first time I've heard it. So it's
fine. Cool.
Neil Patel is the guy that I follow a lot of, and he talks about storytelling all the time as well. Cooper's Beer, mate. How are they beating the craft beer market?
Tap contracts.
No. No, it is not. It's
by being a member of the IBA. Oh no, they're not. Sorry.
Home brew kits.
Oh yeah, well they are probably the greatest example in the brewing industry of being vertically integrated.
100%.
Like got their own malting, they've got their freaking
that they sell to everyone.
So it's freaking genius.
Yep.
Like they're in control of their whole supply chain.
Yeah.
I think the only thing they probably don't do is make the cans. But it's pretty much all their malt and everything like that.
Yeah.
Is I'm assuming they own farms or have got direct supplier relationships with that, because I know and Cooper's malt's really good, so I used to use it all the time in the when I was at All In, so for all the fresh work kits. So they're probably Cooper's obviously really smart business.
Yeah, super switched on, and as you said, it's that vertical integration that they have right through from doing the malts, doing the home brew kits, and it's not just the tins of malt either. They supply the whole kit.
Exactly.
The plastic and bottles and
it's synonymous, isn't it? Oh, I started off on a Cooper's kit.
Yeah, mate, I started at a Cooper's kit.
It's just the brand is ingrained in the start of home brewers.
Yep.
It's freaking how great to get brand loyalty. From the get go, it's impressive.
What's your favourite Cooper's beer?
Sparkling.
Yeah, same. Love that beer. It's such a weird one though.
It is weird
because it's said sparkling and it's supposed to be cloudy.
Roll it. But I love a good Cooper's on every now and again. Haven't had one for a while, so
it used to be the craft beer. That was it. It used to be on the tap, and you'd be like, "Oh, try it because it's different."
Yeah. Cool. And what's happening in America? Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, mate. The old Oompa Loompa man has, because he's come in now. A lot of the craft brewers are worried about how, as we are here. So when we have new elections and that, what's going to happen with the budget and how's it going to affect the craft brewers and their taxes and things like that. So there's a lot of things in the US budget that actually finish at the end of next year, which is, not even halfway through Donald Trump's term.
Okay.
So they're really worried about how it's going to affect them, because a lot of businesses have been built on the back of this budget tax that they've utilised, and they've not been able to do anything different to that. So
it's funny, I had some American tourists in on Friday at East Brisbane,
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, you made a good time to come be in Australia." And they went, "Yeah, we were lucky, weren't we?" So it was like, so anyway, but yeah, they're going. I was going to say, yeah, emigrating soon.
Hey, I've had a few in there as well that I chat to, and a lot of them are always like, "Oh, what's your biggest shock that you found since coming here?" And like, "Oh, cost of beer." It's so expensive.
Oh, but the exchange rate for them's freaking pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty.
But also, no tax plus tip. The old tax plus tip.
Yep. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, that's such an antiquated system.
Yeah.
And why? Here's a question for you.
Yep.
Why craft beers come in cans?
Well, there's a number of reasons, and a lot of them that you will understand why. But pretty much, simple reasons are threefold. They're easier to store. They get cold quicker, and beers don't get light struck. Plus oxygen ingress. There's that as well. It's a lot less, but yeah, basically, it's a lighter option to sell your beer.
Yeah.
And you can fit, 24 or 16. We do 16s here. 16 beers in a case. If those same beers were bottles, you get that dead space.
Yeah, lots of dead space. Yeah, so it's quite...
And it's heavier. And basically, too, what it is a lot of consumer research was out there as well, and consumers feel that they're getting more bang for their buck with a can, because they can see in the bottle the empty space at the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just sitting there. As well as which there should be a space in the can as well. But also the can itself, because you can go a bigger can. Bottles are very limited in the sizes, where beer cans there's a few more size options.
Yeah.
But it just looks bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And there's more real estate to play with. So yeah, I don't know. It's
interesting.
It's something that the people. I saw an article and I couldn't find it to put into here today, but I did see an article. I think it was on Crafty Pint maybe, about some brewers going back to bottles, though, just for a point of difference.
Yeah. I sort of. Yeah.
I don't know. I think everything swings and roundabouts, right? I don't think it's going to be this way in cans forever. But I think going back to bottles is difficult. Like, I understand some venues doing bottles or some special
I think some
releases
high
and
ends,
things.
high end, particularly if you want to get in restaurants and stuff, like it's a bit underwhelming. You get a wine bottle, like for beer to be treated in the same vein as wine, like at a restaurant, I don't know, like bottles are more, I don't know, feel a bit more premium.
Yeah.
So, but it's interesting, like Caldera, Nick from Caldera, like brewing and blending. So he's doing the wild ferment stuff down in Wollongbar. So I used to work with him at.
They're right next to Spangled Drongo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he came up last week to check out the canning machine.
Yep.
Because he's actually going to do 250ml cans.
Yeah. Okay.
Of some of his wild ferment stuff.
Yep.
And he's actually been talking with restaurants and to put not in the beer list, but in the wine list.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like the size of a glass of wine.
Yeah.
A low ABV.
Yep.
Got some of the same flavour profiles.
Yeah.
So it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going,
it's a specialty product.
Yeah. And I'm doing 250, but then also, so the beauty is he'll can condition. So it'll have a lower carbonation, and then he'll condition in can. So he'll get up to he wants to get them up to about over 3 volumes.
Yeah, right.
So it's really like, sparkling it. You know. So really highly carbonated. So it's going to be. I reckon he's onto a bit of a winner there. I reckon that's a bit of a niche.
It is. It's a different way of marketing it too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like speaking to the restaurants, you'd have to have training, like that education component needs to go with them too. Because if you're settling in the can, conditioned in the can, you don't want to pour out that whole can, or you don't want to disturb that can around.
Yeah, so I think it'll be good, but that's like because he's going all out. He's buying, like the same canning machine as us, the Black Fox. He's also like we're piloting the new in-feed table for Black Fox at the moment, so he wanted to check that out because he's a one-man band, so he wants to try and do everything.
Yep.
And then, but he's also like bought a, like what they have, the can seam tester thing, like the X-ray machine.
Yeah, yep.
He's bought a cheaper version of that because he's concerned about he needs like
full on
sits. Yeah. So he's outlaying a heap of coin. For this little project, so I wish him well. He's fucking one of the smartest people in brewing I've ever met, and I think he's onto a winner with his 250ml cans. Into restaurants.
Yep.
So interesting.
Very different. Is it the squat ones or the ones like Red Bull size, or the ones like the Seeker?
That'll be like the Seeker, I dare say, because he'll still do standard like 440s and things like that. So there's no way you're going to be changing your seamer over every like.
Yeah, that'd be.
Because if you do a tall can, you'd have to like change.
It'd be frustrating.
Yeah,
everywhere.
you wouldn't do it. But yeah, so anyway, I'm pretty excited for him actually.
Yeah.
I think he's onto a bit of a winner there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That as well. What else is going on, mate? Anything new?
Oh yeah, the new board member for the IBA.
Oh yeah.
So Lenny. Can't remember her last name.
Yep.
But yeah, so she reached out to me late last week. So had a very lengthy phone call on Sunday morning.
Did you give her a proper heart to heart?
Yeah. No, I add my frustrations, our frustrations.
Yep.
Particularly in regards to the Queensland chapter that's never happened. Yeah.
Yep.
So I gave her my thoughts and feedback. It was good that she reached out to actually have a chat.
Yeah.
Like the only other, like Annalise has contacted me a couple of times, but that was more after a rant on here. But Lenny seemed, I think she just wanted to get an understanding, and I think she's one of there's two vacant positions that are not from people, they're from industry, like not from the brewing industry. She's got a marketing background. But so she took on a lot of my feedback and a lot of my concerns about the future of the IBA. And she was a bit. I think Anyway, we'll watch this space. So I'm very hopeful that she takes that on board. And she's contacting other breweries as well. So it's just not me. But obviously getting a feel for what the consensus within the industry is. But and then what I would like to see out of a Queensland chapter. So we spoke at length in regards to that, and the lack of resources at what I call the mothership. And the feeling of overwhelmment. I think from Kylie and Sabrina. It's basically they're freaking the only staff they've got at the moment. They just keep shrinking. So I'm hoping something will come of it. But I still think we should kick off some sort of Queensland chapter or whatever, something. Even if it's unofficial. I think we should just go ahead and progress it. Because I'm sick of waiting.
Yeah. Well, we want some local stuff.
Well, we want Good Beer Week Brisbane. Next year. So I said to her, I said this insular thing in regards to we need events. We need to actually and then she's going, well, there's no staff at the IBA. I said, no, that's not the issue. They just focus on federal issues. Let the state chapter, there's enough do the state thing, and let's get the right governance model in regards to. I said the biggest concern I've got is running it under the IBA is if you make profit, who gets the money?
There needs to be some.
It needs to be a split. Some needs to go to the mothership. But then we also have got our own agenda to
build
do.
our own events and our own constitution.
Well, because
that's what we need, right?
Well, I'd love to actually be able to have a point where if we could, like through different events, whatever, you could hire someone, a day or two a week to actually, like an events person, to actually drive some of this stuff rather than burning out volunteers.
Yeah.
Just things like that, and then education bursaries and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's the sort of stuff that comes from people and venues like us that want to make a difference and want to be involved. And I think that when we had our event here, that was shown. There were a lot of people here.
Yeah. A lot of people travel a long way.
Yeah.
From the sunny coast. I feel like a bit icky about it now because like it was fucking another night of fake promises, but wasn't.
Yeah. Well, we said, we'll be in touch and we'll do this, and nothing has happened, and I almost feel the same. And like, I hope people don't think this is from me.
No.
We've been waiting, and we've been asking the question as well.
Exactly. I just feel that that's the thing that that's the thing. Like,
I did see the WABA, the Western Australia Brewers Association, which is the state chapter over there.
Yeah.
They've launched a podcast.
Yeah, I saw that
this week. So for Brewers Association, it's not just for members either. Anyone can listen to it and have a crack, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But drink West, drink best is their slogan.
Yeah, I love
super
it.
cool. It's nice and simple. And
I think
great.
And that's what I said to Lenny. Let's just keep it simple. Like, let's focus on a couple of things. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep. We finally got a rant out here.
Oh, there was a mellow. It's a mellow rant, but well, I've been so busy with other stuff that I really haven't had time to think about this. But the more after that conversation on Sunday, it sort of got my juices flowing again. So it's just a frustration thing.
100%.
Anyway.
Mate, you're lucky that we had enough topics today, because I found a South Korean TV show that's on about this guy who's a brewmaster, and the top sales chick who sells the beer.
Yeah.
They end up in the romance, and there's a full thing that there's a lot of beer. It's all about the beer in this TV show.
Was it Colin from Accounts?
No,
the Korean version?
No, I don't know. I haven't.
Have you watched Colin from Accounts?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, but it's it's this South Korean series, and I don't know how much of it is beer at all. But I'm going to give it a watch, and I'll review back.
Well,
we'll see.
But definitely watch Colin from Accounts.
Okay.
It's about a guy who owns
I've heard
a brewery.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
So it is pretty good.
Yeah, cool.
I know.
Alright, well, pour it out.
Take a hike, and we'll catch you next week for episode 34.